Hello and welcome to the Silver Gauntlets. Welcome to our coverage of the Season 7 Qualifier number 5. Wow, it's been a while. Glad to be back, and here we go. So the race is about to start. We are looking at 4 runners today: Levi, Natheirean, Jimbo, and Alaszun, some of which might end up in Challenge Cup today, all of which are really good. I'm Tobias. With me on comms today is SadieSweet. Sadie, how are you?
I'm doing awesome. I'm really excited to see how this season goes, especially because we've got some interesting changes from last year. We are doing settings drafts, so there are going to be certain settings that have the chance to be randomized every single seed, which just adds some more spice.
Yes, indeed. And today, the bot has blessed us with Dungeon Token Sanity and random owl warps. So that's certainly a thing.
The Dungeon Token Sanity is especially going to be interesting.
Sure. I would say it's a bunch more checks and dungeons, but it is also just woof. It's checks that many runners aren't too familiar with, too used to, I would say. So let us see. Let us see what that brings us. But also that means that some, like the dungeon tokens, are just shuffled into the general item pool, and hence why Mido is providing us with a skull token today.
Yeah, I think our runners have already found like 2 or 3 tokens. So the interesting thing about this is maybe it'll make skull hunting easier if you have a bunch of these skull tokens mixed into the overworld. So maybe we'll have something on skulls today.
Okay, so this is in the earlier confusion I missed that first hint, but hey, claim check to Bigaron is a magic meter.
Okay.
Sure.
Great.
Great. That's just fantastic. Looking forward to how that plays out.
Our runners are hoping that claim check is either obvious or they can find the other magic.
And the Dongo's Cavern on the path to something green. I didn't quite catch it.
Queen Goma. So, our sword's probably sitting in there.
I mean, for sure. Or I guess a slingshot, because that's still that can also happen.
Yeah, and that would be mean.
It would be. So, what else have we seen about this seed so far? DC to Goma, we've seen Bigger on a Magic. Frogs 2 is a scale, which is just great, because that obviously locks some child river X's behind being river. So...
Yeah, and we're just about to get our Sacred Forest Meadow hints from Alaszun, so... So we're going to get some good information here pretty quick. And
let's see about that. Sorry.
Song is Sarias, so we got Vanilla Sarias today.
Vanilla Sarias, well, that gives us adult Sacred Forest Meadow access, so that's something.
Yeah, and it looks like Alaszun is making the call to check those Sacred Forest Meadow hints as an adult, because Alaszun just save warped right out of there. We are going to get a second chance to see them on Natheirean's side or Levi's side, so let's hope one of them checks them.
And we said Goron City to Volvagia is one of our hints. Cool.
Interesting. Okay. And Natheirean's going to give us the rest of the hints. So we've got Skullmask is dead, Durinia is dead.
Well, that's something.
Yeah, that gives us a lot of things it isn't. Another Frog's 2 hint on Alaszun's side, who has gone ahead and played Requiem to get out here and get this song as well.
Yeah, sure. So in the beginning of Season 7 Seeds, but just in general, you will want to get a bunch of songs, and you will want to get a bunch of... you will want to get, like, the songs that are available to you, obviously you grab those. You will also want to make sure you have as much information as you can. So that's why I was also kind of a bit annoyed at the river access being a bit difficult this time, at least as child, because that locks away 3 hints, as well as a bunch of items.
Yeah, not being able to get into River is certainly annoying for information. I'm going to be interested to see if they go ahead and go get the song from Lon Lon before going adult. Seems like that would be the obvious thing to do.
Yeah, I mean, 3-song route exists for a reason. The standard opener for most child 1 sections or child 1 phases of a seed, it is just incredibly powerful to have warp songs at your hand and available to you. So let's see how the runners deal with that. We do see them head out to Hyrule Field, all 4 of them, it seems. Also, we seem to be joined by a 3rd commentator. Hi, Verdant. How are you?
I picked up an emergency request. Not sure why it was such an emergency. It was already to you, but I'm here to replace.
Simply because quite simply because I hopped in here last minute because one of our commentators unfortunately wasn't available.
Okay,
so
that makes sense.
I'm just here to look pretty, basically, and
You're vamping for time. Got it. Understood.
You got me. So, in the meantime, Jimbo is indeed headed to a London ranch. So is Natheirean and Levi close behind. It's the race to the ranch, really.
So tell me a bit about. So this is a Season 7 qualifier. Tell me what our major and minor are for this. For this seed.
We have shuffled dungeon tokens, and we have owl warps randomized.
Owl warps are shuffled. Ooh, okay.
Yeah. Ooh. And here's a first major item pickup.
Okay, strength on Talon.
About time we got something, because so far we've gotten some skulls and some songs and not much else.
Well, that'll probably indicate there's a huge amount of things in our dungeons, given our major seed thing. Plus, we're only 9 minutes in. I mean, with that many checks being shuffled in and making the general Sphere Zero pool a little bit more thinned, you're gonna find frequently in these kind of settings something large that directs you towards where you're supposed to go, and then everything's gonna be there. Like, you're gonna find a dungeon starter kit throughout your first child, first adult, and you're just gonna go there, and it's gonna tell you what the seed's gonna do. More often than not, when like Dungeon Skull was shuffled, like you find these skull chests everywhere.
It does make me wonder where a hook shot will wind up being, because that would be very, very helpful for skull hunting.
That or boomerang, absolutely. I mean, even, you know, it is... Even without those things, though, you think about it, like a bomb bag or even some bomb shoes are really helpful, too. Like, you look at DC, a lot of things you can get with just, like, bombs or even a bow. Jabu, you don't need the boomerang for, really. But, like, you can get a couple just without it. But, you know, so... You gotta figure that, like... If they find a bomb bag, they'll run into DC, assuming we haven't had a hint that spoils it yet.
You know, it does occur to me with the dungeon token shuffled and DC on the path to Goma, we could have our DC item on that really nasty skull in the back of DC.
So here's the thing. There are two really, truly nasty skulls in DC, but one of them has an incredible strat that's possible for it, and if we see Armos push strats this seed, I will truly die happy.
Especially if it's an Armos push that actually, you know,
pays off.
gets
Yeah,
us
exactly.
something. Yeah.
More importantly, what I know it can't be like hard required Armos push strats, but if we get Armos push for like boomerang and we're supposed to have like, you know, hook shot to get to that, or you know, or whatever, right? That'd be fucking brilliant, because it would put the whole seed out of logic, and like you do all this wacky stuff, and that seems fantastic. I'm gonna be honest with you. Also, I've just noticed that Natheirean over here is playing as Falco, I guess.
Yeah, Natheirean really likes their Falco skin.
That's, I mean, with good reason, I'd have to say. That's a brilliant skin. I love it.
I have been admiring Alaszun's like color changing tunic, and that has been very hypnotizing to watch. Also, we got bomb shoes on Slingshot.
Color
Yes.
changing? Wait.
Oh yeah, just wait whenever
So,
Alaszun's done with this.
I am majorly colorblind, but oh my god, wait, you're right. Look, it's rainbow. It's doing the rainbow thing. That's cool. Oh, I love that.
It's so good.
Okay, so bomb shoes. Honestly, if I got those bomb shoes in this seed, I might literally just hop adult immediately and go run over and do cack loop and just run into DC. I mean, you can do so much in DC with a couple of bomb shoes and things. It's, oh, and Market Foolish. Look at that. Good on them getting that hint after they got their bomb shoes.
And Kokiri Forest is also foolish. Haunted Wastelands reveals a gold skull Tula, so not seeing that today.
No, but good news is Burning Cack has Serenade. So we're going to have a lot of our necessary songs very early in the seed. Thank God.
That is delicious news.
Never want to see friggin' Nocturne on Burning Cack. Good old vanilla Nocturne. Let me pull up our chat as well. I'm watching on the Discord stream here, and I want to be able to say hi to chat. There we go. Hi, chat.
Hi, chat. Chimp, I'm also feeling a little sus about this seed. We are getting our medallion checks. It looks like Fire, Deku, Forest, Dodongos, Shadow. Okay. Fun.
Forest mid Deku. Okay. Gross. You really would prefer to see Deku in one of your 6 required to do dungeons? Actually, that's a great point. No, it's Forest Med Deku. Okay, so you do have to do it. Okay. I thought it said Forest Med, right, yeah, that is what that meant. I thought, for some reason, I thought Kokiri Emerald. Okay, so Deku, Cavern, Forest, Shadow, and Fire means Water, Jabu, and Spirit are out of the pool. That's kind of a fucking incredible out of the pool thing, because if I'm being honest with you, not having to get is Link Fox when he's adult for Natheirean? Sorry, I just got totally distracted. That's adorable. having water out of the pool to not have a necessary long shot, and having spirit out of the pool to not have to get a necessary mirror shield, because mirror shield don't give you a whole lot. And if I'm being frank with you, if you can find opponents, long shot is mostly useless too. Like, you get shoot the sun, maybe you don't find hover boots for logical crossing of wasteland, but you have to imagine all of our runners know how to forward cross wasteland without boots or long shot, right? Like, they can aim at the
Yeah.
pole and back walk. So the only real thing it gives you, like truthfully, is if you have to cross that bridge, right? And spirit shield does nothing for you. So those are some fantastic ones to not have to complete at minimum. Spirit gives you 2 checks plus twin robot access, and long shot gives you another 2 in water, the Bosky chest and Morpha. So in total, you're looking at like 5 checks there. It's not a big deal. Jabu, on the other hand, given dungeon skulls exist, it's a bit of a nightmare. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's you really want to be able to try and find that boomerang to be able to get that access. So we might see people, if we get a boomerang, go head towards Jabu a bit more aggressively, even though you don't need to complete it.
Yeah, and speaking of aggressive, Natheirean's heading up here to possibly check Goron Maze?
I suspect what they're doing is, yeah, they're just gonna play storms here, and then they're gonna head into DC. I suspect. It's a common routing thing to climb the trail, visual check your chest, play your storms check, get that whole thing, get your hint, and then what was that? Was that Furor's on the flames?
The Royal
and
Tomb.
yeah,
Yes.
ooh, Furor's is a good use. No, it looks like he is gonna go into Goron City, so maybe he'll take the longer path and try to come back into DC after like doing Goron City, stopping the rolling Goron, and then going through DMC and climbing up. We're gonna see a visual peek here, I think, from the chests. If I can use my eye. What did he just get there? What was in Graveyard?
It was
that's strength
Silver
2.
Gauntlet.
Strength 2. Oh my god, on theme. That's a little bit concerning. You have to be worried when you see something like Silver Gauntlets at that point in time, right? Because...
yeah, 17 minutes in.
Indicating something GTG, something Spirit Temple, and there's a lot of skulls in Spirit. I don't know. Some of them are even child locked too. It's nasty. Have we seen a Requiem yet? No.
Requiem we started with.
Oh, did we? Oh, then
yes.
I aggressively, with some consideration, if I find a bow or a hook shot, I might just run towards Spirit as child and adult. Maybe like, because I have bomb shoes too, so I can actually do those 2 child sections.
Yeah, I think that especially if you don't find much else, it would be worth checking. I think if I got a hook and a bow, though, I'd be more inclined to go forest.
True, we do have strength. There's a slingshot right there. That helps a lot with... Oh, and a bottle.
Yes, and that basically confirms that what's in DC for Deku is going to be our better knife.
100%. So, I mean, yeah, so like your first loop at this point should just be like Kakariko, Graveyard, and then trail, maybe a bit of Goron City, and finish up in DC with your choose. Hopefully you find a bomb back somewhere in that area to help you out, but you never know. And if you find something that paths you in your way that way, that's perfect. Definitely, if I have all 3 parts of forest, I'm doing forest, right? Like if I have forest access, a bow, and a strength, I'm just gonna complete that. There's no reason not to.
Yeah.
If I'm missing bow, I'm trepidant to do it otherwise, because truly, if you're missing bow, you've got what, 5 checks, right? In logic, the 3 in the courtyard, the Skulltula fight, and the one in the initial room.
Yes.
I guess if you have hover boots, you can technically have a 6th, because you can push the blocks, or we don't have to push blocks. You can just use hover boots to cross along and get the 6th one, but that's kind of neither here nor there, right?
Although if you have your hook shot, there are also a couple of skull tokens you can get in those early rooms that could be items.
Yeah, there are 3 skulls you can achieve at that point. Yes, 3. Trying to think if you can get to that 4th one. No, you have to hit the eye switch to twist it back in that direction to do that. So, not likely. Yeah. So like 8 checks. Actually, honestly, 8 checks is essentially like just like a regular DC clear, and it's a very fast amount of time. I mean, you are dipping, but if you have, I guess, some part of it questions if you have minuet or not, right? Like, if you have to walk back afterwards to go back again. But if I found minuet and I had hook shot, I think I'd probably rush that. I agree. Oh god, don't die, Levy.
Yeah, and minuet was in the was on the
Levy died.
storms check.
Oh, was it? Okay.
Yeah, so Alaszun has it and Levi has it, but Jimbo and Natheirean did not go grab it.
Okay, so then I think it'd be fair play for anyone who has minuet, if they find a hook shot, to just, like, even without a bow at this point, to just go and clear those 8 checks. That seems pretty reasonable, because then you can always come back later when you find your bow. And obviously there's, I'm not gonna say it's even odds, but like there's decent odds that you can find something in there, and if it is a bow, you just go and finish that dungeon, and if that's your first bow, you're well ahead of anyone who doesn't do that play. So it's just a matter of how much you have to walk and like cost yourself to do that play. And obviously, everyone, we're having a quad DC with this many skulls. You gotta imagine it's the right call. Oh, what that peak up? Oh, that's fire arrows up there, Levy, I think.
I think that is.
All right. I'm never gonna say no to fire arrows, but.
Yeah, that seems like one you might want to go get. And also, speaking of going and getting it, Natheirean is doing our most push.
Hero, yes! Ultimate content! Chat, I'm gonna need you to give me some pog for the ultimate content. The best content you'll ever see in Zelda Randomizer. Our most push. Yeah, and it's in logic. It's an in logic trick. Because it requires nothing to do. Big content. Well, you say push, I say pull, or other way around, I guess in this case. It's all good.
So Natheirean went ahead and got those fire arrows. Interestingly enough, Levi didn't.
I think it's a very small divergence, you know? Like, you think if you are gonna need them, you always know when to come back for them, right?
Yeah.
And yeah, we have a faster push outcome nowadays, so it's not as bad, but it used to feel way worse.
All right, Levi's got the eyes lit up, so let's see what's in the back of DC.
I mean, yeah, we have strength. We can just beat this. You only require 3 chews to fully clear with strength. 2 for the eyes and 1 for the final entrance at inside the actual room. You gotta actually blow that up. So it's not too bad overall, but I think everyone's gonna climb the whole way through first, likely. Oh, something big back here.
Big boy.
Ball bag, make this all irrelevant. Nah, it's Kokiri sword like we thought. Right. Oh, right, that was hinted. Yeah. All right, so there's our Kokiri sword at minimum. Not in too bad a spot. Oh, we're gonna get yeah, ground jump set up by the bomb flower there. But I thought this one was Kokiri sword. So what's this instead? Bomb bag!
There's a bomb bag!
Making it all irrelevant. We're talking all about this choose and stuff. Completely non-relevant. Just strength 1 locked. Got nothing to do with our choose there. So that's not even, that's a logical bomb bag. That may even be first logical bomb bag, truthfully.
Very likely, especially given that Child 1 gave us a whole bunch of nothing.
Oh yeah. So this was big as well. What's this? And strength 2. That's 3. That's our third strength.
That's 3. That's our third strength.
Jimbo didn't even do graveyard yet. We have 3 strength.
We have 3 strengths and our bomb bag in the first 30 minutes.
So wait a second. That strength is actually strength locked because you need it unless we find another bomb bag. Let me correct myself. That is a strength locked strength unless we find a free bomb bag somewhere else in the world. At which point bombs will give you all your strength, and then all your strengths are not really locked by anything. And so, but if we don't find another bomb bag, if this bomb bag is first logical bomb bag, then that's a strength lock strength. And the other 2 are not there, so we might see something in. There's a lot of consideration to be given for GTG if you can do hook shotless. Well, we gotta find some bow before you do that though. Strength 3 though, that's a classic. Right? You see
the requirements for the bridge in these settings?
6 medallions.
Okay.
You require 6 medallions, and there's no Ganon boss key in these either. So
then we pretty much will not have anything in Light Trial.
Unless it's light arrows or something required to pick up light arrows. Unlike Scrubs, the dungeons are not pre-completed, so you can in fact end up in a world where you're looking for light arrows, and it turns out that mirror shield you thought you never needed turned up in friggin' Light Trial, and that's actually how you get your light arrows. You know, that can absolutely happen. Fortunately for our runners to see, it's not likely they're going to end up in a weird light arrow thing because they now have 3 strengths. It's much worse when you end up in like strength 2, ready to complete the seed, you have everything, and suddenly you ask Ganon where the fuck his light arrows are, and he tells you, oh, they're inside my castle buff. And and you go, oh boy, check everything else, and there's nothing there. It's like, great, it's on Light Trial, and I've got 3 dungeons I've not completed, not even touched. And one of them probably has no freaking light arrows in it, and I just have to take a guess. Oof, hurts every time. It's an interesting seed, Bitsy. We got 3 strengths, really... strength locked bomb bag, a strength locked by said bomb bag. Yeah, Prelude and Serenade.
On the 2 worst song checks.
Yeah, so it's pretty decent for us. Although, honestly, Prelude's a really useful song. Like, hates to have it. Hates to be missing it, rather, is what I mean. This is a pretty decent pace for Jimbo. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, in my mind, the way I've begun to look at these races and runs, I try to have a dungeon completed for every 30 minutes I've played, usually, as best I can. Like, at least for like the first 2 hours, I want to be like done 3 by 1:30, 4 by 2 hours. You know, settings can complicate that a bit, but like having a whole dungeon done pre-30, you know, a lot of hints on where things to go. You have another dungeon lined up for you to do. Just go back Child and go do Deku. Like, that's like, I mean, it's hard to argue there's any other thing to do but that, right? Like, you're gonna clean up a couple of things here in Kakariko, maybe go Graveyard if you haven't gone Graveyard, like Jimbo hasn't, I think, because obviously he only has Strength 2, and so we know Strength 3 is in Graveyard. But after that, like, just run Child, go do your Deku Tree.
Yeah.
How many checks are there again? You got 7 checks from actual checks, and then I can remember 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh God, there's the skull at the back. We're gonna see our runners. That slingshot now matters possibly. That's like a legitimately possible way of the hero slingshot too. Well, I guess path, but I mean, you get the concept. God, the slingshot can matter. So there's the 1 back there, the 2 in the basement, the 1 up there. I think there's only 4 in Deku. Can someone correct me if there's more than 4? I think there's only the 4.
4 sounds correct to me.
My brain has in the lifting platforms room. There's 1 on the left area. There's the 2 in basement, and there's the 1 through the tunnels. Is what I got there. 4 skeleton
And
child dungeons. Right? Yeah.
We just got ZL at Adult Sacred Forest Meadow. So now we can go get the song in Graveyard.
Which we probably should do, if I'm being honest. Although, doing it as child seems good. And DC is an adult dungeon, obviously. This is how you know Ah, it's brilliant. Same brains across our chat here. It's beautiful. Of all the memes I've learned in Ocarina Time Randomizer community, I think that's my favorite one. The DC's an adult dungeon. Like, it's just true. It's just true. It's just true, right?
The day that I have to do DC as a child again is the day that I quit running Randomizer.
Yeah, I quit it up. I had to do it once in an RSL seed with mixed pools and stuff, and the only way I could access my DC was in a child area. Oh, brutal. Yeah, dungeon. Oh, strength 2 locked. Wallet. Don't hate that. Nice.
I really hope that isn't our path item here in Goron City.
Jabu foolish. Jabu foolish.
Oh my god.
That's so good for our runners to know. That means Boomerang loses a ton of its effective use. There's only a couple checks left in the game that Boomerang even matters for now. Actually, not even, because it's not outside skulls. It's only dungeon skulls. We don't even need our Boomerang no more. Woo!
Yeah.
Brutal. Absolutely beautiful.
So that wallet that we just found in DC or in Goron City, especially knowing that Dancing Dad is dead, what are the chances that that's a path wallet to like buy blue fire or something horrible?
So I just saw Lost Woods on the path to Bongo Bongo. Have we found anything in Lost Woods yet?
We have not, as far as I know. Wait, was one of our strengths in Lost Woods?
No, our strengths were on Talon's Chickens, Graveyard Shield Chest, Graveyard Dompe Race Chest, and in DC, so not a strength.
Yeah, so we have not found anything in Lost Woods.
So let's see here. Path of Volvagia is Goron. Yeah. No. There's nothing complicated about that. It's satisfied. The wallet indicating that there's no Goron tunic anywhere to be found in the seed that's not locked or something else means that Path of Volvagia is satisfied by wallet in Goron City, left side maze. So all that means for us is that because it doesn't even tell us. It tells us something about the boss key. No, it doesn't even tell us that because we need the tunic to beat Volvagia herself. That's logical there. So yeah, all that tells us is that our Goron tunic, the one that we can find in the seed itself, is somewhere lost in the seed that we can't access. And we'll have to. Probably not have to. It's possible we can go out of logic, but we're likely to require to buy our own tunic, which is fine.
That is the least helpful path hint possible.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a terrible path hint. Looking at Deku Tree. Oh, light arrows in Deku Tree. Well, there you go.
Okay.
So inside Ganon's castle means absolutely nothing.
And hammer in Goron City. Jimbo just got it.
Oh, okay. Well, that is a way more obvious path for Volvagia, obviously.
That has a way more enjoyable answer. Like, that actually gives us something.
Wallet completely irrelevant. Well, I mean, you say irrelevant. It's still useful, Kirby. You're still probably gonna want to buy that tunic to be able to use it.
I just really hope Natheirean doesn't get baited into thinking that wallet is path and forgets to check Rolling Goron as child.
I don't think he'll forget. I do think he might put it off. Once your way of the hero is satisfied, there's a real kind of mentality where it's like, I don't actually want to go any further, right? Like, why do I need to check this really out of the way location, to try and do anything like that? Oof. It's pretty brutal. So
and
we could
Natheirean is murdering a child for money.
Yep, as is standard and understood and accepted. Got it good. gotta murder small children for their money. Speaking of money, 5 rupees at the back. That's a darn shame. You really owe it, at least from my perspective, hoping for chaos. I'm always hoping for for that Skulltula at the back to actually have something. Unfortunately, no such luck this time around.
Yeah, we got something on our Armos push skull, so of course this one had to be a disappointment.
Very true. Yeah, look, they're skull children. Have you seen how many rupees are just loose and around and missing in the Lost Woods and in the Sacred Forest Meadow? It's so easy for them to just pick up random rubies people lose. People go missing in those woods all the time and they just take the money from them. It's not so much that, like, there's inflation there. It's just like, imagine if every lost quarter you ever lost went to some random wood child in the middle of nowhere. That's how they get so rich.
I feel happy to know that all of the money I have ever lost in my couch cushions is feeding a poor, hungry wood child out there somewhere.
You've got to feed the Fae.
You've got to feed the Fae. This is your reminder to lose more quarters in your couch cushions.
Lose more quarters, lose shinies in your couch cushions. Bring honey into the woods. You know, don't step in fairy circles, things like that. your general reminder to do not mess with the Fae, etc., etc. Yeah, Hook is almost certainly a path for Bongo Bongo, right? At this point, given there's 2 there. DLC
yeah. One of them has to be Hook. One of them likely hovers.
I mean, they could. To be clear, it could just be dins and hovers, or magic and dins, and like these are all a perfectly fine way or path or whatever. They don't have to hint that, but it's likely to be a hook shot because there's 2 in the seed, and like we definitely need at least 1.
So.
To Phantom Cannon. Ooh, okay. It could be. It could be bow still. We're missing that, but yeah, it's likely to be a hook shot.
Yeah, also, you mentioned magic, and that does remind me, the very first hint we got as a reminder to everyone is that our claim check will give us a magic meter if we can find it.
Oh, was that the first hint we saw?
That was like one of the first hints we got.
Alright, well, good luck finding that. I think in these settings it can be set all the way back to prescription too, which is a nightmare. Or, I'm not entirely certain on that one. I think that's still true. Season 6, that was the same way, so I think it can be set back to, like, at most prescription.
I think that is right, and I think that's still true.
Yeah. I've been truly enjoying it being hard locked into claim check in Scrubs, I'm not gonna lie to you. I hate having to do that quest. Oh, and there's the frogs too for scale hint too. Probably not required, but you know, can be.
You never know. We are 2 songs short of being able to do frogs too.
Well, I appreciate it, Alkaline. I'm having a lot of fun, honest. Commentating's a blast, and I just love I love mucking around and making jokes while also observing. You know, just it's a great thing. There's hovers right there. That's
Okay, there's our Lost Woods path.
100%, 100%.
Wait, that means that slingshot is likely
Was required. 100% required. Yeah.
Because we have not found another slingshot yet.
No. It's a very stupid slingshot, which makes us a very stupid seed. Dompe skippers in shambles. Look, I've told you once, and I've told you a million times, my favorite check in this entire game is Doki Doki grave digging. And, you know, we call it that because, you know, obviously it's the heart-throbbing grave digging adventure, so it's Doki Doki. But also because Dompe keeps a literal diary in his little grave hut over there that you end up reading. So it's literally Doki Doki Literature Club. What are we talking about? It's Doki Doki grave digging. It's perfect.
Dompe would love Doki Doki Literature Club.
Oh, absolutely he would. He and his weird spooky child who wears a mask made of a coffin. By the way, did you know that the spooky mask is made of coffin wood, by the way?
I was not aware of it, but that checks out.
Straight up in the lore, if you wear the spooky mask for Dompe, he acts really confused. Like, you know what that's made of, right? And then you go talk to, I forget who it is. Someone else tells you the specific wood it's made of. It's made of like a good wood of good quality used for coffins. And so yeah, it's it's the spooky mask. For anyone who's never heard this part of the lore, yeah, the spooky mask you give to that small child in the graveyard, yeah, you're putting like a dead body mask on him, basically. It's a literal burial mask.
That is so horrific. This is a reminder to not let your children accept random things from strangers at graveyards.
To be fair, when you give it to him, you're a child too. You're just a really fucked up child.
But see, this is why you should know your kids' friends. You
Tobias,
know, where is that child's mother?
Oh, 100%. Where is that child's mother? Tobias, yeah. The Furor's Wind is in Grave Torches, so we're probably gonna see Jimbo grab it here on the way. Christ, this seed's wild. Happy Mass Salesman might need to worry about child labor laws. Look, I mean, you say that, but visit from OSHA. The moon is falling in 3 days. OSHA's not real.
OSHA is out of there. OSHA is like, this is beyond our pay scale. We don't know how to classify the moon falling, but it's definitely non-compliant.
Yeah, 100% non-compliant.
And
nothing
chicken
on
fans, I am sorry to tell you.
Yeah.
Nothing on chickens.
I fully agree. Levy and Alaszun are in a fantastic spot here.
Yeah, I would say
Alaszun's about to find their hammer right now, which is a great spot to be at. Doing Child's Goron City here is super valuable. Mind you, it's path, so you should just clear your paths. FYI, for pretty sure the moon falling is an ultra violation. Yes, by all means. A note to everyone who's gonna run any of these qualifiers or play in this season: clear your path the whole way. Don't leave things behind. You know, it's important. I have
been saying that for the 3 years I have been watching and commentating Zelda Randomizer, is that, like, clear your paths. Dear Lord, please clear your paths.
Mm-hmm.
And speaking of places we should be, we're in fire now. Thanks, Natheirean.
Yeah, we've bought ourselves a... Oh, my stream just froze. We're better now. There we go. Sorry. I also just realized the person streaming this to me is called the God of Bombchu Bowling.
Yeah, Dathstar did some incredible Bombchu bowling strats in our little Triforce Splits race.
That's wonderful. Sorry, I got completely distracted by that. It's wonderful. Wait,
Ooh,
is
big
that
cat.
chick?
uh,
Rudolph's. We know that. Okay, so
put
ice
that
is
thing
in
back
logic.
where it came from, or so help me.
Oh yeah, ice is in logic now. Brutally. Rudolph's in fire. I would absolutely rush ice at this point, if I'm being honest with you.
Yeah, especially with still not knowing where the hook shot is, knowing there's a couple more skulls out there that you can get.
Yeah. There's a bunch of skulls in ice. It's super good this time. Ice with no hook does suck, but you can sort of like peek them anyway. There's a key for this dungeon. Oh no! Just kill the light link.
Just stab it.
Just kill it. Just kill it.
Wow, this is the
There you go.
trolliest like to fight I have ever seen.
Oh, well and truly. Someone needs a shield. Yes, of course.
Nobody needs a shield.
I am someone who likes a shield. Not gonna lie.
This is the team never buy a shield run because I don't think a single one of our runners has bought a shield yet.
Is Nath about to die? Oh, he reset himself. Okay. He's gonna drink some milk. We're all good, everybody. Nath's gonna drink some milk.
I love how Legend of Zelda perpetuates the milk propaganda.
I mean, to be clear, it is a Japanese game in an area of the world frequently found to have a lot of lactose intolerance. I'm not entirely sure what kind of myth they're trying to perpetuate over there. Like, basically, like, it's weird. Actually, it's really interesting. A lot of Japan's lactose intolerant, but in Korea, one of the most popular drinks is banana milk. There was a whole campaign at like a few decades ago to get them to drink more milk, and Koreans they didn't like that. I mean, you know, lactose intolerance things, but they didn't like the taste of regular milk, and so they started putting like fruit things into milk, and the most popular one was banana. And I can tell you from experience, it's incredible. Banana milk is so good.
That is so fascinating.
Oh, absolutely. It's really interesting. The history of milk in Korea is a really interesting kind of like social program topic. It's kind of fun to read about. Nath wasn't key-locked, but he may have been heart-locked. He doesn't. Yeah.
Yeah.
He didn't have a tunic, and just mix it yourself. Yeah, I actually have a Korean mart nearby me, and I have a whole box, and my husband is walking over right now with juice boxes of banana milk that they import from Korea. So I'm actually going to, for the sake of this bit, have a literal juice box of banana milk live on stream right now.
That is absolutely incredible. Also, Sunsong is on the Prelude check, which means we have access to all of the songs to do Frogs 2 if we would really like to.
It's time to get our scale and maybe check Lake Hylia's child. Did we already see that?
We have not seen Lake Hylia yet. Nobody's gone south. Additionally, we have Jimbo and Bottom of the Well.
That's probably a good play, if I'm being honest with you. But more importantly, Nocturnes and Ice Cavern, we have to rush ice.
Ooh.
Because based on the song locations, that's the only one left.
That means that our runners have to dip into
fire.
Yeah, to logically get out there. Because I think, is King Zora still banned?
It's not banned, but it's not logical either.
Okay, so that is an option our runners could do, but
yeah, entirely legal. You don't have to. You don't have to get the Rudo's letter. All it is an indicator that the thing is now in logic. You can absolutely King Zora skip, but it is not a logical crit to do. If there's something in ice, you know that Rudo's letter has to be before it in some capacity.
interesting. All right.
So we're gonna see the skulls for the first time in history. The skulls in bottom of the well are gonna get checked.
Yeah, I don't think even people who are hunting for 50 skulls, I'm not sure I've ever seen them get these skulls.
No. These are the most, because you not only do you need boomerang for both of these skulls, by the way, you need boomerang to get them. They are the most out of the way obnoxious skulls in the world. That's eyeball frog.
Oh no!
That's magic.
Oh
That's
no!
Magic. Oh god, that's boomerang. That's boomerang lost magic. With dead Jabu. Oh, for fuck's sake, game. Are you kidding me?
Whoever earlier said that they were suspicious of this seed, I think it was Chimp. Guess
fully validated. That is disgusting and funny. Oh my god.
So there is the chance that we can find another magic somewhere. But right now, it looks like we need to find boomerang for one check.
I need you to know that when you said there's a chance we could find magic, you are Arnold at the back of the magic school bus, and I am any of the other children turning to you saying, with this seed, no way.
I always did really like Arnold, so I will take that.
Arnold's fantastic!
I'm just imagining all of chat turning to me and just being like, whoa. It's good to have optimism sometimes.
Wait. DC to Phantom Ganon? Excuse me?
Yes, that was on Medigoron.
Uh-oh.
So we got bombs in DC.
So, hookshot is bomb locked, I guess? That tracks. First hook. First hook OGC fairy? No shot.
Well, no one's checked it yet. It could.
If that's true, this seed is hold on. Do we have this command on this channel? No, we don't. I was gonna say if that's true, this seed is 100% bullshit. And there's no 94% about it.
That's what my command still is. I need to change that for this season.
Cackles and Wasteland testifying. This seed is 101% bullshit. Absolutely, Tobias. But only if it's on OGC. Some nice arrows.
What if it's boomerang on OGC?
If it's FA. If it's fire arrows for spirit key logic, that could be nasty. Spirit keys.
Oh god, we did find the fire arrows in there. And nobody's done child or adult spirit, and we've had access for a bit with that. Okay.
We would still need, to be clear, we would still need a magic and a bow for that.
Yeah,
oh, wait,
but we could do child.
Hold on, where was that seed bag right there? Was that in bottom of the well?
Oh, that's in bottom of the well. So that's our second hook. Or our second sling.
Wait. What's locking that? You need Zelda's Lullaby, and you need, Stongstorm. That's it. So, where were storms?
Yeah, Storms was sitting on Malin out at Lon Lon.
Okay, and where was Ziel again? On SFM
Ziel was
Adult?
on Minuet. Yes.
Where was Minuet?
Minuet was at the windmill.
Okay. So then the two slingshots do not lock each other.
Yes. So we could have gotten either one of them and been able to get those hoppers.
Mm-hmm. Sling not path. Just was attempting to logic that out. I am enjoying this banana flavored milk, and it is fucking fantastic.
Maybe that's what Link is drinking. Maybe Link is drinking banana milk.
Banana milk, honestly, worth it. Though, admittedly, the lore seems to imply that you play a song for the cows and they start like fucking spouting their own milk for you, and you just drink that. So if the cows,
I try not to think about that too much.
I'm so sorry, chat. I'm so
You've got incredibly cursed comms today.
You know what? I take it back. I'm not sorry at all.
No, we should. This is the best first commentary that we could do for season 7 possible. Get ready for a whole season of this, folks.
If I had to think of it, you have to think of it.
Okay, we do have Levi in fire, so Levi's going to find Ruda's letter. Jimbo is out doing Hyrule field checks, and I'm really glad for this, because especially with those bombs, I was wondering about some of these bomb grottos.
No, Nath has... No, Nath doesn't have hammer. Oh, I thought Nath had hammer. Yeah, okay, never mind.
Nope, Nath just got hammered.
No, nothing on that skull, at least. I'd say Alaszun's... Go for it.
I was just wondering where Natheirean's going.
Back to Kakariko for some reason. They just got hammer. Oh wait, they don't have prelude. They have to walk back.
Oh, yep.
Probably turning in 10 skulls and then going back adult for fire.
Yeah, that
Oh,
makes
what's
sense.
this? Oh, ice arrows in the ice arrows in the bottom of well, of course. Why wouldn't it be? Oh, and Natheirean's gonna do chicken soup apparently.
Going to be very disappointed by those chickens.
Oh, absolutely. It's always a shame when you do chickens and you get like a blue rupee or something.
Also, we just found our first hook shot. It's in the hammer loop.
Ooh, okay. Good to see, good to see.
Yeah, so right now, based on where runners are at, it seems like Levi's kinda in the lead, especially whenever he gets that Ruda's letter. Natheirean is not far behind, but Natheirean, I think, has made some unfortunate routing choices that result in things like being in fire without having that hammer.
Boomerang is in that same loop too. That's magic.
Everything's fire locked?
Everything's hammer locked in fire. Everything. If you don't find your hammer in Child Spirit, you are fucked. That's magic. That's hookshot. Oh, God.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, the skull and the hammer loop.
Yeah, and Levi's just about to get Rudos, and let's see what he does from here.
Yeah, it's you have. Let's see here. You need just bow for forest, just dins for shadow, and bow obviously still. Fire you're good. Dongles you're good. Deku you're good. Yep. So yeah, bow and dins for go at this point. Absolutely, that's right, purple.
Yeah, and the fact that we found all of those items without ever having to do any of the climbs is insane.
Oh, absolutely. It's really funny.
So far, I think Jimbo is the only one that knows that the eyeball frog is on that specific skull. Natheirean might find out.
Alaszun was also in bottom of the well. I don't know if Alaszun checked skulls though.
I don't think Alaszun did.
Yeah, Alaszun peeked it too. Okay, cool.
Alaszun did? Okay, I missed that.
So then, unfortunately, the people who... Oh, Levy's about to friggin' burn to death here. Bye, Levy! Bye!
You tried.
Oh, wait, no, they have a fairy!
Hey!
Hi, Levy! Hi! Hi, Levy!
Alka, yes, this is basically a get dins and bow, and then go do the stuff you need to do to clear your dungeons. Which does include doing the freaking trade quest.
To be clear, because now we know where our hookshot is, the only thing that the DC to Phantom Ganon hint can indicate is for bow, which means there's a bow hidden somewhere in either a bomb lock check, strength 3, or actually it can't be behind fire arrows, right? To hammer, did you see? Was hammer bomb locked? Oh yeah, you're right.
Yep.
Can you? Right, because you can't do that with strength. You're right. Okay, yeah. So actually, that's satisfied. You're right.
This Kakariko to Bongo is interesting, and it does occur to me that
Kakariko to Bongo. It can't be for song, obviously, unless it's for storms. Oh no, Levi died. Chat, wave bye to Levi.
Bye, Levi. Yeah, I'm trying to think of what it could be, because so far we have not found anything at CAC that would fulfill that.
It can be storms. Storms can have it. Magic. It's magic. It's magic at the it's magic. It's storms in Kakariko leads to eyeball frog leads to first magic, which is on the path of Bongo Bongo.
Storms was out at Lon Lon.
Storms
was at Lon Lon. Minuet was what's at the windmill, but we already got Saria's vanilla.
Okay. It's not that. Sorry, chat. I got mixed up. I thought I came into this thing late. Give me a small break. Yeah, so it's not CAC songs.
We've already checked chickens, we've checked man on the roof, we've checked the grotto. 20 skulls? Could it be 20 skulls?
It's 20 skulls or archery at this point.
And I would honestly lean towards 20 skulls. I think our runners need to get to 20 skulls.
Not that hard in this seed when dungeon skulls are all mixed.
Yeah, Natheirean sitting at 14, Levi's at 12, and both Jimbo and Alaszun are at 11. So over halfway there for all of our runners. it looks like we're going to get Outside Gan's Castle from Alaszun.
Ooh.
Let it be. Oh God, what do we want it to be? What would be the funniest choice?
Hammer, or no, not hammer. Bow. It could be bow.
Yeah, I think Bo would be a pretty good guess. Dins, I think would be funny.
To be clear, bombs does just satisfy it, but. Yeah,
nothing. Yay!
And the immediate Bolero play from Alaszun, because Alaszun knows it was bomb locked hammer, so Alaszun's now checked everything else that can be path in DC, and it has to be hammer, bombs to hammer.
Yeah.
Yeah, DC couldn't hint its own bombs path, right?
Well, could it be fire arrows for like spirit map chest? That would be
for
stupid.
What? It can't be for bow, and it can't be for hook shot because we already have a hook shot. Fire arrows can't be hinted. Yeah, but the fire arrows were in DC. It was path for Phantom Ganon.
Oh, for Phantom Ganon.
Not for Bongo.
All of our bows are locked behind first bow and shadow.
That's actually possible. I hate it, but it's possible.
Yeah, Alka, let's wish that to existence. First bow on Bongo, Forest has to be our final dungeon.
No, first bow on Bongo means we need another hook shot. We need long shot for that to happen.
Which would still be really funny.
I mean, very funny. I'd cry. Oh, it's BGS. Big Stabby.
Big Stabby.
It's not a small Stabby. It's a big Stabby.
We have knives for all occasions now. We have our butter knife. We have our big Stabby. We have our medium Stabby. Okay, Alaszun up here checking. Yeah, and Alaszun's up here checking DMT Fairy, going to get another Skull token. Natheirean's up to 17 Skulls tokens, so really close to that 20.
I mean, Alkaline Ace, yes, they would, but also you could just set your Scarecrow, and then with long shot you're good enough, right? You just always forget it. Valid.
Interestingly, I just realized that Levi is the only one that has gotten Hook because nobody else has come back with that hammer to do Fire Loop.
Fire, correct, yeah. Right now, Alaszun is pushing for Skulls to try and get to 20. They're gonna get there, truly. Like,
yeah, and honestly, not a bad plan. Especially if we're right and that has something like our bow.
It would have to have Dins, actually, I think, at this point. Oh, no, it could have bow if Dins is bow locked, I guess. Well, or if long shot isn't required, if long shot's out of the way significantly or something like that. There's ways it could be
Yeah.
done. Yeah, if LS is bow locked, that's the other one, yeah.
Yeah, we got a couple of things that could be sane on 20.
That right there, Alaszun's probably just gonna go do fire now, right? You have access to have access to a tunic. Go farm your tunic with the pot at the end there, and then just go beat all fire, Alaszun. Come on, you knows it's correct. It's progression, and it turns out it's gonna solve your seed for you too.
Yeah, Alaszun is clearing out Goron City to just make sure there's nothing missing for Volvagia, but it's like, you've got hammer, you've got your way to get your tunic, get into fire.
Alaszun out here got Link wearing a multicolored dream coat. Fucking hell.
I love that changing color tunic. That is so much.
It's kind of fantastic. It's kind of great. I think Jimbo is also now gonna go do fire. Yeah. Alaszun straight to fire. Jimbo probably straight to fire. Natheirean straight to fire. Congratulations, chat. You're well cursed. We're getting quad fire at the same time, everybody. Is everyone happy? Everyone about to enjoy? Come on, chat. Let's enjoy our quad fire together.
Woohoo!
Very excited for quad fire. At least it's not quad forest. Purple, I need you to remember you said this. I'm going to have this locked in your memory. I need you to remember you said that for later. Okay?
Yeah, and also I think it was Shannick mentioned that we have to go deep fire to get that boss key that Levi got.
Oh, absolutely.
We're gonna be climbing a while.
It's the third last check besides the Song of Time block check and highest Goron. And if you're gonna be getting your boss key there anyway, you may as well do the other two as Levi is doing right now.
Yeah, it's like you've already come all the way up here, especially
yes, skulls.
if
Never mind, you're right. There's a couple other skulls up there too. It's like 4. But yes, same outcome.
Yeah, and especially if you do not want to risk skipping over, say, a magic that does not require you to go back and get that eyeball frog, you're gonna want to try to find it as you're clearing these dungeons.
Oh.
My fire alarm actually went off yesterday, so
it loves to go off. It loves to go off aggressively. Fortunately,
yeah,
I got to the mute. Yeah, it was.
Yeah, that was like instantaneous.
It was from the stream. It was from the stream. You thought it was in your house. Best kind. No, it was mine. I'm very sorry, chat. Here's the Alaszun boomerang. So now Alaszun knows how to get magic. No, Forton, it's just hypersensitive. Like aggressively sensitive.
I love how many people got psyched out by that.
Oh, yeah.
It's just like we're all trained the second we hear that siren noise. Okay,
Yeah,
we have Levi taking on Volvagia. Speaking of fire.
Ooh, time to bonk the dragon. Or I guess, as per the previous emotes, bonk the chicken. Can I see that? Can I see that chicken? Yeah, can I see that chicken bonking emote again? Someone used it earlier. It's funny. Hey, I love that Forton. That's fantastic.
I love the bonking chicken emote. It's great.
The chicken looks so angry about it too. Oh, please tell me Tom picked up a berry before they did this. Yeah. Good.
Oh, thank God.
Oh.
Yeah, it seems like Levi's been very good about
Alaszun just there for their carry backs. Alaszun, you gonna go farm that tunic?
Looks like Alaszun might. I also noticed Jimbo isn't in fire.
Yeah, Jimbo didn't go. Jimbo played the song to go fire and then just didn't. Jimbo realized some artifact of logic with Dompe Race or whatever. There's a gold rupee in Indiscreet. Oh my god. And he did Graveyard Strength 3 for doing OGC, because he thinks OGC could be where the hero with strength in DMC. Unfortunately, Jimbo's about to learn, nope, it's just bombs for hammer. The whole seed's in fire.
Yep, and Levi has just beaten fire, meaning Levi is 2 medallions away from getting some bacon. We do still have no idea where that Dins is.
Alaszun has 20 skulls and is going into Kakariko. We are going to see what 20 skulls is and learn whether it's on 20 skulls or whether it's completely bow-locked in Kakariko.
It would be so funny for it to be bow-locked. Bless you.
Thank you. I'm so sorry. Oh my gosh. Dins on 20.
It's
there it is.
Dins. Okay.
Bow
that doesn't
mode.
help us with finding a bow, but
we're in bow mode. Look at that.
Okay, I'm going to just put this out there. Bow is just sitting in forest. You just have to go there and trust you'll find it.
Well, it's DC to Phantom Cannon, right? So that was from Hokusai.
Yeah.
So yeah, we have no hint about bow. Bow can be anywhere. Do we want to do a bet on? Are we allowed to call for that as comms? I forget nowadays. Can we do a bet on where bow is at this point?
I don't actually know how to run bets. I've only ever done polls, but if one of the other moderators wants to do it.
Bet is the game.
I do think that there's a good possibility that it is possibly out on ice. I'm feeling very good about just go check the first couple of checks in Forest and see what's there. Could be a bow and shadow at this point. Now that we have Dins and we know where that eyeball frog is, we can get in there. If someone just goes and does claim check for magic.
Alright, chat. Even if we can't do an actual bet, we'll see if a mod will set this up for us. Let's just have all your guesses. I'll keep them in mind and we can see who wins. Where's our bow, chat? Where's our bow? Vanilla. Okay. I'm in for that. Shout out for the bow. That's a nasty pick. Got it. So in the Gibdo room with the bombable location, that one? Ooh, okay. Valley crate. Child fishing.
If it was just sitting in Valley, wait, I want to change my bet. I bet there's a bow just sitting in Valley. But I'm gonna say waterfall so that I can be different than Forton.
Oh, okay. Then I'm gonna say the hammer Check-in Valley. Put the entire seed behind hammer. Watch the Valley and hammer
That
together.
would be funny.
Bet oops all dungeons. Yeah, okay. Could be in spirit, could be in spirit. It can't be all dungeons though. We know Jabu's dead, unfortunately, but good night, Hail Knight.
Good night, ATA. And we are having Alaszun heading out to ice.
And Levy heading out to forest. There's a key.
Okay. So are people betting that it's like vanilla and forest? Let's see if you're right.
A couple people have. A couple people bet ice too. Yeah, there are 8 checks, now 6 left for Levy in Forest. It's a honestly, pretty good check density location for all things considered with how fast you get those 8 checks. In these settings, obviously. It's different in settings that don't involve skull randomization.
Yeah, and we have Natheirean finishing up fire, so we'll see where he heads next.
Natheirean has not seen the magic hint, so we're probably not gonna see him run that up, but it could end up going bottom well just in case.
Yeah, that magic especially could be nasty if you don't check bottom of the well, because there's nothing indicating to you where that eyeball frog is.
There's only 4 skulls in... No, 3 skulls in ice, right? How many skulls are in ice? 3 or 4? I can think of 3, but I think there's one I'm missing.
I'm not sure about ice skulls, unfortunately.
There's the one in the blade room, there's the one in the double... in the chest and frozen room, and there's the one in the block pushing room. But that's the only ones I can think of. I think it's 3.
Yeah, Toffel says 3.
Okay, so yeah, I think that makes the entirety of this location 7, and Forest is 8, and Forest is faster, so I think that Forest is a better check on average play.
Yeah, I like checking Forest, although you do have to come to ice at some point, since it has Nocturne.
You need Nocturne either way. So yeah, this is a required thing to do. Is that big? No, it's a key. Okay.
Yeah, so far not finding anything in fire or ice. Natheirean just getting dens. It looks like Natheirean is going to rush ice next.
I mean, you have to go here anyway, so no reason not to. Alright, 3 checks left in ice. 1 skull, and the 2 checks at the back. Although, we know one of those is Nocturne, so 2 checks left in ice. That's probably true after that.
Bow in forest! Bow in forest!
Yep, there it is. Wow.
In the courtyard chest! We are officially in no mode.
No. We're in no mode. What about that?
And the unfortunate thing is that all of our runners have something that the other runners want, because Levi does not have that Dins yet. Natheirean does not have that bow. Alaszun does not have that bow, and Jimbo, unfortunately, lagging a little bit behind, does not have either, still working through fire right now.
So to be clear, the real thing that Levi's missing is magic. Levi hasn't spied the magic in the bottom of the well.
Yes, Levi does not know that the eyeball frog is down there.
Yeah, so that's Levi's real setback there, because I can't imagine Levi doesn't do 20 skulls with a pack, Pekarigo to Bongo, and the only object he'd be missing is Dins. So he's gonna get that one for sure. He has bow already, so he'll do archery and go, oops, it's not archery, and then, you know, he'll find it then after that.
Benji, the rang was in fire. Basically everything was behind Hammer. So now it is just a matter of seeing who finds the item they need most first. I think based purely on who has the most information. That was in your computer again, y'all. Based on who has
I'm very sorry.
information.
Someone in the house is cooking, and it happens.
Yeah, that's actually what happens to me all the time. But yeah, Alaszun seems like he's in the best spot since he knows exactly where that eyeball frog is.
Correct. Alaszun needs to pick up his Dins, but or no, he has Dins. Alaszun just needs to pick up the bow and forest, and he's all good.
Yeah. And in fact, Alaszun is about to go into forest.
There, look at that. So once they find the bow there, they're gonna have to just run trial to get that magic and bing bang boom. Assuming they saw the hint. That's the real issue. Did they see the hint?
I'm pretty sure everyone saw the hint, but I'm also not. Where is it? Yes, it was in Kokiri Forest where the hint was. So I'm pretty sure everyone saw it.
Toffel, what's the Gigabrain thing from Alaszun? Besides just going to a high density location. Oh, I mean, yeah, I mean, you have to imagine that position you're going to forest, right? Like, there's no reason not to. It's just so dense. He went to ice first because he had to do ice, but forest is the first call afterwards for basically every runner, I think.
Yeah, and that was pretty quick getting the boss key for Levi. Or as quick as Forest Temple can be.
True, he probably is gonna get Serenade for eye drops because it's just way easier to do that way.
We do have double forest, but we have managed somehow to not have quad forest, thank God.
Mr. Carp, a foolish Jabu. You ain't got to do Jabu at all. Dungeon skulls are on Mr. Carp. There's no guarantee that the skulls in any dungeon are going to be skulls.
Yeah, for anyone who may have came in late, the two settings that were randomized for this seed were Dungeon Skulls are randomized and Owl Warps are randomized. But we have had no reason to go to Lake Hylia, so we have no idea what the Owl Warp is too. The other magic has not been hinted as far as I know.
Yeah, I haven't even seen hair or tail of it, basically.
Yeah, and I'm not seeing anything on our sheet. So we do not know where second magic is.
I mean, let's be honest. We don't know where second magic is, but we all know where second magic is, right? Like everyone knows it's in shadow, right?
Yeah, it's like, no offense to the hopeful, I really don't think we're seeing second magic on stream.
I mean, yeah, it could be in Light Trial or something. And yes, that Deku Baba is a beautiful, terrible, monstrous damage-dealing thing. Yeah, second magic is magic locked for sure.
All right, Natheirean, here at the last part of Ice, about to get that Nocturne.
Mm-hmm. And then we'll have to see if Natheirean goes forest, I think.
Oh God, I just realized forest is closed, isn't it? You can't get into the basement without doing the whole thing.
No, you can't.
See, I have gotten spoiled being a dedicated Triforce Blitz person for many, many months. Just open up the basement.
Dungeon shortcuts on, etc., etc.
Yeah, it's like, just open up the basement already. Look, you all know my feelings about Triforce Blitz, and that's that I think it is awesome and amazing, and I'm ready for the next season. But until then, I just get to get used to the Season 7 rules again and complain about the basement being closed.
I played in a Triforce Blitz tournament once and lost to my opponent in tournament by 30 seconds because we were both running for, we were both running for Richard and the one Triforce. Sorry, it was one piece Triforce, not Triforce Blitz. That's even more funny. The one Triforce piece was on Richard. We were both running for it. We were just 30 minutes apart. We routed our child in slightly different directions and both terminated at market, just 30 seconds apart from each other. Pure execution win on his part. It was really funny. It was Wooden Barrel, actually, who played against me, if I recall correctly.
Really? Oh, that's fun.
It was a great tournament setting. I would love to see One Piece Triforce happen again. It's a fun thing. I love it. Jimbo is sparing us from Quad Forest by going to GGG, I think. Also, GTG entirely unnecessary this seed. What a great time. Jimbo's gonna feel bad after doing GTG. I think because the helm is a blessed thing there. Maybe some bomb back. Maybe a bow. Maybe there's a bow in GTG. You never know.
Could get
It's not
bailed.
impossible. Yeah, he could absolutely get bailed. There's 2 bows in this seed somewhere, and there's no guarantee that the bow and forest is like bow locking the seed, right? Like, it could be anywhere.
Could be second magic, which would be an even bigger bail.
Yes, that would be the even bigger bail. I concur. In fact, that's the bail that gets him back into the seed. You learned how that One Piece Triforce tournament came to be. It was it's a good story, Tobias. It's a great story. Oh my, oh my. Oh dear. Fortunately, Levy's gonna bail us out of Triforest, and we're gonna see what Levy does next. Hopefully his answer is child to go to whale. Probably not. Not
Yeah,
ice full checked. Oh yeah, sorry, yeah. I thought Levy did ice, but no, yeah, I don't think he has.
Yeah, no, he has not. Him and Jimbo are the 2 that haven't done it. Our 2 bottom racers, Natheirean and Alaszun, have.
One Piece Triforce RSL seed? Tobias, I have... Yeah. I know the history of this, but now my brain is like, what if we ran RSL, but the win condition was always locked to be One Piece Triforce Hunt? So what if, like, everything else could be randomized, except the win condition, it's always One Piece Triforce?
You know what? I would actually play that RSL seed. That's probably the thing that would...
Not just a seed, like, you can roll, like, hundreds of seeds that can be randomly across the entire time, but the only thing consistent between all of them is there's One Piece Triforce for the win. And run a tournament of that.
I would do it. Honestly, I would do it.
Same. I would love that. I think it's fantastic. I think it's a wonderful idea. Yeah, 4 minutes, right? I remember watching that one. It was great. If I recall correctly, it's faster than any One Piece Triforce Hunt tournament finish too.
Wild.
Mm-hmm.
Vanilla Spawn, Overworld Shuffle, Lostwood Bridge went to Zora's Domain, and Diving Game was GG. Ooh, Levi and Jimbo are also still collecting skulls to get their dams. Which might be...
Very true. Now, Levi's on 17 is gonna get 2 more from this river. One from up here and one from the back on the river on the bridge where you can jump up on it. 2 big chests in GTG. Oh, Jimbo, bail.
Jimbo.
Not
Nope.
super scale. Oh,
That's not what we need.
Go on, Tunic.
Okay.
That's by the way, that's a hammerlock tunic, by the way. Just FYI, that's a Megaton hammerlock tunic. Yeah, tunic another wallet in GTG. Exactly. We've discussed this terrible logic. It turns out it was wallet for WAF path. Oh, that's a big chest back there. that's a big chest back there. What could it be? Come on, bail our boy out. Give Jimbo a chance.
Let's go. Give Jimbo some magic.
He's got to get some keys first, but yeah. Already has no bow. He can't do the bow locked ones. Oh God, wait.
Nope.
He has 6 checks to find. There's a key there for 2 more keys. 6 checks to find 2 keys. Surely he's got it. Has to be.
Surely.
Well, with all the other checks we've seen, I think it's actually guaranteed. There's one. Yeah, it's 100% guaranteed now, right? Because, yeah.
Yeah. Because there were, I think I counted at least 3 keys in the maze itself.
Yeah. No magic floors win. Yeah, unfortunately not. We know where it is, just so out of the way, it's not worth getting. And yeah, Levi's hover sound is brutal. The drop sound. I, personally, am a woman of elegance and grace. I choose the dog sound for all of my because there's nothing quite as wholesome as knowing that you're stepping on dog. Truthfully, it's just really cute, but also, thinking about it too much leads to things like that, and it's kind of great.
I like the curse screaming sound. That's the kind of woman I am.
That's horrible. Oh no. What kind of woman am I? I'm the kind of woman who likes.
Cursed screaming.
We have fun here at the Silver Gauntlets, but remember, chat, never put screaming boots on your seed unless you want to be terrified.
It will haunt your sleep. And here's that last key Jimbo needed.
Concerned children's advertising. Bow! Big bow! No, Jimbo, get the key, get the bloody key by. Grab the key and go get the other big chest too.
It would be insane if magic was here.
Jimbo, don't you dare skip out. Don't you dare. Friend, yes, but
He thought about it for 2 seconds.
Them keys. Yeah, knows he thought about it too.
It would be insane.
Yes, absolutely. Audrey, I am a newfie, proud and true. I'm a born and raised, so I'm absolutely Canadian. Concerned children's advertisers, of course. Yeah, spy. Absolutely, I'm a newfie. Now it makes sense. What's that supposed to mean? You're not gonna be doing a. Let's not do a racism against newfies now, but. Oh gosh. I do love my country, and I love my province most of all. Newfoundland is a beautiful, special place. Yeah, you can hear it.
You know, I'm glad that we resolved this because I have been trying to parse out your accent this entire seed.
And
I had no fucking clue.
You could have just asked, you know.
But no, it's a very unique, interesting, beautiful accent.
Oh, absolutely. Friggin' Newfoundland has a ton of different dialects, and all of Newfoundlandese is a very weird language. Things like comes where you're to stays where you're at, you know, or stay where you're comes where you're at. What are you at by? Rotted, stunned, like just like words that like mean something in the way you speak English that means something completely different than the way you speak English. Double defense.
Double defense, which is nice but not useful.
Yeah, I have to agree.
Oh, and Jimbo's gonna get that second bow here. Just baited.
Yeah, as I said, Bo in GTG absolutely saves him from doing anything possibly worse. Magic in GTG gets him back on path.
Yeah, and it looks like Alaszun is going to go get that eyeball frog.
Yep, absolutely.
So I suspect we're going to see Alaszun finishing first.
At this point, almost certainly. There's nothing that is missing from for his perspective. Sadly, because he needs to do Shadow as his last dungeon, he's not sub 2.
Yes,
No,
unfortunately.
Jimbo and Alaszun have seen it. Nath and Levy have not gone well yet.
Yeah, so it's an unfortunate situation where all of our runners know that there is a magic sitting on Big Goron. Only 2 of our runners know that the eyeball frog is boomerang locked on one of the skulls in bottom of the well.
It's quite nasty, actually.
Alaszun does need to still go climb fire and finish fire. That is a good point, because Alaszun bailed out of fire.
Oh, right. Yeah, I thought Alaszun had finished fire already. It's not even the case. Look at that.
Yeah, so that puts Alaszun and Levi honestly in a similar position, especially if Levi can Giga Brain it and realize that Bottom of the Well might have something.
I'll also say it is not that hard for fellow Canadians to listen to my accent and go, "Where the fuck is that accent from, bud?" And then I says I'm a Newfie, and they goes, "Oh, you're a Newfie, right? Yeah, that makes sense." I think they're much more used to people who have a much thicker Newfie accent than mine, which I know is a bit of a weird thing to say, given that mine's not light neither. But it can get much worse to like unintelligible levels. I've worked on making myself palatable for the American understanding. I've worked in schools is the reason, because it's so hard for them to understand if you speak in a different dialect and like speaking much faster. A lot of people from Newfoundland speak way faster, like very quick. So it's random. Oh my God, that's the owl warp. That's really funny. It just puts you right where you are.
That's a hilarious owl warp.
Just the owl just tosses you out of lake, like, get the fuck out of my lake, and just throws you out. It's really funny. Oh my. Gabor got tired, yeah. He's just an owl, let him be.
Gabor's done with our bullshit.
And because Prelude is locked all the way the fuck on nowhere, Alaszun has to walk back. He really tried taking the owl back to home, but unfortunately randomized owl warps means we're in a big hiking seed. Alaszun's got lots of time to think as he backwalks back to the castle. Levy has not gotten Dins yet, and so is checking the first of 2 places it can be, and will be likely disappointed. But what? Imagine if this was magic, by the way. Just FYI, this could be magic. Imagine.
That it could be.
If it is, does Levy check 20 skulls? Probably. He's already here with 20 skulls, right? It's... Nah.
Money.
Unfortunately not. Just money. Looks like Natheirean and Levy are gonna do the exact same thing, by the way. They both got that, so oh no, Natheirean is safe, but it
Natheirean, what is your plan?
Alright. Alaszun is in actual go mode. Just gotta do all a shadow and go get your boss key from fire and bing bang boom, you're done. Why is he playing Serenade?
Why? Oh, he still has to go get magic.
Oh right, he has to. Oh right, he hasn't actually gotten the magic yet. He has to go do eyeball frog things. Right, I thought he had already picked it up for some reason. Lords above. Needs to turn the frog. Yes, thank you, chat. We figured it out. Thanks, chat. I forgot.
We made it. We got there.
We got there. Woo! So this seed is complete bullshit, right? This is
a dumb seed.
It is a seed that simultaneously you could finish in an hour and 40 minutes and 3 hours, and both of them feel completely justifiable with very few mistakes. Like,
yes, 100%. Like, this is a seed designed to mislead you.
if you just do things in the wrong order, like, I'm not even gonna say, like, you're supposed to do fire and check that. You're supposed to do DC into Deku into fire. All that is supposed to happen, right? Even going to 4 is supposed to happen. The problem here is the magic location. If you put well off forever and do everything else, you are in a bad spot and could easily fuck this up. Oh, Natheirean did see this, I guess. Look at that.
Yeah, so, okay, so that puts, honestly, that puts Natheirean ahead of Alaszun, with Alaszun needing to do that entire frickin' fire climb.
Absolutely, I agree. Natheirean might win this, yeah. Damn.
Levi is also going child, so Levi might also know that location?
That's a nocturne from Levi, so it really might be the case. When did Levi check this? I didn't see Levi check this. Was I lost?
Levi has not been in well, according to Shanix, so this might just be check density at this point.
I feel like the desert's more check density, but yeah. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Yeah?
I don't know. I don't know if it's longer. Like, it's a full fire climb, but like, it's only compass chest. You don't, like, everyone else did highest Goron and Song of Time block. You don't gotta do those, right?
Yeah, so the advantage that Alaszun's going to have is that Alaszun's not going to do those last 2 checks.
Mm-hmm. I kind of feel like the path from, like, walking back as a child to, like, going over to Lake Hylia as an adult. Yeah, you could win this in density, maybe.
Yep, so we have Alaszun inside of Shadow, Natheirean about to go adult and go get his magic. Levi is peeking the well, going to find out about that eyeball frog here soon. And Jimbo is slowly making his way through forest. But really, all of our runners are pretty well on track to finishing, hopefully, in the next half hour, 45 minutes.
Yeah, like, Spirit Temple's gonna be like 15, and beating Ganon's like 8 to 10, depending on how things go and how much you gotta walk and stuff.
Yeah, Jimbo is our only runner who I believe does not know that the eyeball frog is in bottom of the well.
No, Jimbo did bottom of the well. It's Levi. Levi's clearing all of well right now.
Oh, okay. Then Jimbo's gonna know where to go after this.
Correct. The thing that Jimbo doesn't have is Dins.
But Jimbo is one skull away from that 20, so Jimbo should be able to check that pretty soon.
Agree. Even if Jimbo has to do the skull in Kakariko for Adult's Night, you can just hook shot up to those roofs. Levi is saving a bit of time here from not having to double dip, but is still behind because you have to do all of it. Like, we know Levi is strictly behind Alaszun, or Natheirean right now, because Levi has to get it and then go do what Natheirean's already done, and then he'll be on the exact same status as Natheirean, just needing to do Shadow. So, Levi's like, God, I don't know, however much time it takes to do the rest of Bottom of the Well, and then a little bit, like, just like maybe 40 seconds on top of that. So no, more like you have to walk out of the well too. So more like 2 minutes behind that. So like 2 minutes and a timer still counting out from here.
Go, Natheirean, go!
Yeah, Levi is gonna check this door and probably save quit after this door because he wants to see the key. Do you have another good key here, Levi? Good, easily accessible key?
Come on, you just need one key, Levi.
He opened the wrong door. He went right into the left. No, Levi, no. Yeah, Levi's opened both the wrong doors so far, sadly. Means he's gonna have to full clear the well, basically, just to get this. A bit of bad luck. Yeah, the last key is in this graveyard too. It's in the grave itself, so he's got to open the grave with bats in it. Whatever. Yeah, there's a key in the coffin, exactly.
Yes. And hey, long shot in shadow.
Long shot in shadow. What a long shot.
Which,
okay.
yeah,
Hold on. If there's a bow, if there's a bow on Bongo Bongo, that would mean that that bow could have been your first bow if you wanted it to be, and that'd be very funny. Give him there. There's Jimbo.
That'd be so funny to go from finding no bows to finding all the bows.
Very much so.
Alright, so Jimbo is trying to decide what his next steps are.
Yeah, I think... He's playing Valero, I wonder why. All he needs is does he have Nocturne yet? Has Jimbo done Ice yet? No, Jimbo hasn't done Ice yet. Oh.
Oh no.
That's gonna be what this is for, almost certainly, right? Like he's just gonna go run Ice.
Yeah, he's gonna go run Ice. Jimbo also has not turned in 20 skulls yet, so this could also be a way to get back to CAC quicker.
Yeah, he's gonna loop both those in, I think. Happy 2 hours, everybody.
Happy 2 hours. I am really glad that our first seed back was awful but not long.
Yeah, it's kind of that sweet spot, isn't it? It's the good old how do you go? Something that makes you angry to have played, but it's blessedly short, and so you can't really get too mad at it.
yeah. It's like it's over. It's done. In fact, if this was a Triforce Blitz seed, it would be over.
It's very funny. I don't know. I didn't see it. But yeah.
Shadowpot was hinted dead at some point.
But the skull still had a key, which is hilarious.
Alright, so there's Jimbo getting his dens. There's our second magic!
In shadow as predicted?
In shadow as predicted right before the vote.
What a beautiful sight. Remember,
it is
chat.
Official.
We didn't know, but we knew. We didn't know, but we all know what that means. Everybody knew. Two magics in the seed? No, more like one magic in the seed, and one of them stuck way back in the arse crack of the seed. Fucking hell.
Yeah, incredible. So that freaking eyeball frog was hard required for us to go get.
Yes, 100%. Well, here's Jimbo going to do Ice to get his Nocturne. And then we're gonna, at that point, I think Jimbo will actually go to Well and get his thing. He has to do both either way. But I suspect this means Jimbo will go mode his Nocturne here, right? Because... this is an incredible setup from Jimbo. What the heck?
Yeah, I'm fascinated at these angles.
That's gonna work. Oh my god. I could see it the second he jumped. What the actual... yeah, Jimbo's been in Well and has seen it. What is that fucking setup? That was wild!
Yeah, it looked like that was following that diagonal seam. And just doing things on a 90-degree angle from that seam.
Yeah, it's taking the same backwalk thing from the other setup and just saying, what if I just did a couple of flips and ended up there anyway? Which is brilliant, honestly. It's kind of sick. Kind of like it. Oh my god, is Levi gonna run out of time?
Oh, Jesus. Oh, Jesus.
Levi's gonna die, and that's gonna reset his thing.
Oh, no.
He has to go do prescription now. Oh, Christ.
Oh, that hurts. That frickin' hurts.
I feel fucking miserable for him. Oh my god. Has he noticed yet? Has he noticed yet?
Oh, he shield flicked. He noticed.
Don't worry, there's always second magic. You are hateful today, aren't you? I'm literally hands in my head about this for Levi. I feel so bad. Oh, brother. That's depressing.
Yeah, having to redo any part of the trade quest is never enjoyable. And also to answer everyone in chat, I am pretty sure that none of our racers unfroze King Zora.
No, nobody. 0. Fuck that. Fuck Mweep.
Fuck that king.
Fuck that king.
No kings in our games.
And no kings, no rulers, etc., etc. No gods, no masters, etc., etc. Fuck them.
Etc., etc.
Yeah. Jimbo is the only one with a scale. It's very funny.
Yeah, where even was that scale?
What did Alaszun? Alaszun just died to Bongo. Alaszun just died to Bongo.
Oh no!
Fortunately, Alaszun set a Furor's thing before the boat. Alaszun, please. Just
But
shut the
that
ladder.
is unfortunate.
Just hook that. Shut the ladder, Alaszun.
So that gives Natheirean some time to catch up even further.
Oh yeah, Natheirean was like already ahead before, kind of definitely ahead now.
This also gives Levi a bit of a chance to catch up after that death. I don't think that Levi will be able to, but it's a little bit
me
closer.
neither. Sure.
Yeah, Natheirean not even bothering to open that big chest, just like, we're gonna go. Which means Natheirean's not gonna get second magic.
That's a little unfortunate.
Yeah.
But he is gonna visual peek that. Was that a tunic?
No, that's a heart piece.
Oh, I thought it. No. Oh, it is. Okay. For a second there, it looked like a tunic to me. I don't know why.
That is an interesting choice to peek that, but not open
the big chest. Yeah, no,
that's right in front
no
of
idea.
you.
Alaszun just died again, by the way. Alaszun just fell into the pit and did their last help of damage to themselves. Alaszun, please.
Oh, wow. This seed's really...
Alright, Alaszun, set your Furores and let's fight Bongo again, I guess.
I love how Alaszun has like set for roars closer and closer.
Closer, yeah. The first time they set for roars, they set it before the boat. I'm not sure why. And then, and I guess because they were low health, they didn't want to get pushed off the boat or something. I don't know. And then they were like, oh, at the reset, set it back here. And then they set it. Oh my god. Tactical death to refill 3 hearts. It's brilliant, Purple. It's genius.
Oh, nope.
Chat, was that one intentional too?
Ooh, boy. Hey, Alaszun, you might want to get a fairy or something, or
Yeah.
some banana milk.
Some banana milk! Yeah, Bongo does way more than... Bongo does 3 hearts. When he bonks you in the fucking head. So I'll say this much. As someone who has been in this position before and nearly quit racing from dying to Bongo 4 fucking times, not having furores and having to walk all the way down fucking Shadow for 30 fucking minutes, I feel Alaszun's pain, but also Bonko. Yes, exactly. But also that. Oh man. The day that I ran that seed where I died to Bongo 5 times was a miserable day.
Yeah, Bongo
Yeah,
Bongo
it's true.
is one of those fights that I absolutely hate doing. Alaszun has gone ahead and equipped the Lens of Truth.
Yeah, I was gonna say, he had Lens the entire time?
Yes, Lens was here in Shadow.
Oh, wow, okay. I always equip Lens for Bongo fight if I have it. Like, I know it's like technically like 10 seconds slower to like do your menuing or whatever, but I just want my fucking Lens for it. It's super useful.
Incredible one cycle on Natheirean's side.
Yeah, I was fairly clean, not gonna lie. Natheirean's good. BGS was in the wall. DMT wall. And yeah, I'll do it. It's just so much nicer to have. Their DMC wall, yeah.
All right, and officially Natheirean just has to go get some bacon.
Yeah, Alkanine, rolling away from Bongo and letting him get behind you, then turning back around is so much nicer than trying to fucking turn to face him when you're standing in the center of the room. It's brutal. Like, if you don't know that, you can just, like, every fight is, like, yeah. There's our first finisher. Possibly? Oh, no, Fortant's saying that Natheirean might be our first finisher?
I hope Natheirean's our first finisher.
No, there we go. Zavi did. GG, Zavi. Natheirean's not far behind. Maybe he's gonna I'm thinking like a 220 from Natheirean here.
Yeah, I think Natheirean will be 3rd or 4th finisher. I think there will be at least one more person that finishes before Natheirean. But I do think Natheirean has a good chances of making it into the main tournament this year. I was very impressed with Natheirean's Triforce Splits running this past season.
I have yet to play any Season 7 quals. I'm still doing my Scrubs tournament, but I've been wanting to play some quals. I don't know. It's hard. The tournaments are so not spaced apart. It's difficult.
Yeah, it's really rough with both of them overlapping each other.
Monsters in this race room. Yeah, that's true. Zavi coming first with, like, the people who are in this race room, it's kind of wild. It's very, very, very impressive.
So we have Jimbo and Levi finishing up this trade quest. We've got Natheirean climbing Ganon's tower, going to be finishing up here soon, and Alaszun making his way through fire.
Absolutely.
So everyone's on kind of their last several steps. So it's looking like Natheirean's going to finish first, then Alaszun, and then... just based on where they're at right now, Jimbo is gonna be ahead by a little. Wait? Did
What's
Jimbo
amazing
not get
to
his
me-
frog?
No, Jimbo is just now going back to get his frog.
Okay. Then maybe Levi will be able to pull out third on our...
Yeah, Jimbo was gonna die. More importantly, Alaszun, this makes every runner who refused to buy a tunic when they had like a full wallet and went right past it. Like, it's wild to me. Just buy the tunic. Don't bother capturing your fairy every time you want to go in. You save more time just buying the tunic and going for it.
Yeah, especially whenever you have a full wallet.
That's true. I meant for Alaszun and Fire, but yeah, fair enough. It does go with that. There's Exodus and Cola. Like, several people died in fire to time, so...
Yeah.
Yeah. Very fair, Shana. Very fair. Okay, my Akkadian brain just flashback to a friend. Shannock sounds like a lot like Chinook, and that's anyway. My brain is my brain is parsing things very strangely. All right, so what's left here? We got Alaszun just trying to complete fire. We've got Natheirean about to beat the seed from 220. Jimbo has got to go do the magic trading quest, and as is Levi. So Jimbo and Levi actually have a bit of a race. They're like
Yeah,
close
Levi
together.
is about to hand in this claim check and get magic, and then Levi's just gotta sprint through Shadow.
Yep. And then Jimbo's maybe like 5 minutes behind him. So I'm seeing 220 from Natheirean, maybe 230 from Alaszun, Levi 235, Jimbo 240, around there. Seems
Yeah,
without any
something
real
like
mistakes.
that.
Seems about right
Also,
for that.
Gutrune, you're asking how messy are these quals? We had to get a boomerang from Fire to get Eyeball Frog from the nastiest skull and bottom of the well to go get our only accessible magic, because our other magic is in the chest right before the boat in Shadow. That's how messy this has been, and that's just one of the messy things that happened this seed. We also had gold gauntlets in the first 30 minutes. Our settings were randomized owl warps, which wound up just dropping us literally right outside of Lake Hylia, and dungeon tokens are shuffled.
I think my least favorite setting that can come from this is Interiors On. Interiors On makes this a very silly setting string.
Yeah, I bet that's nasty.
Like, I can do it, I know all the interiors, but it's still just, it changes the seed so much from what you're otherwise preparing for.
All right.
I think top 10, yeah. There's no pawns finishing in 7th. Oh, Alaszun, no! Oh, he's gonna do the Ferocious trick. Good, 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 good.
Okay, good job,
Yeah.
Alaszun.
Honestly, Alaszun, between all the times that he lost to Bongo Bongo and the time like he's losing like here and stuff, he easily could have been a lot closer to Natheirean. Like,
Yeah.
there's
Yeah,
J-Bone
literally
friends
there were just some
sniping two incredible snipes.
Oh, wow.
For Natheirean, but I think Natheirean's gonna. Oh god, a third! Natheirean came just outside of top 10. Oh, I feel terrible.
Oh
Is that
my
11th?
gosh.
11th. 11th for
11th.
Natheirean. Oh.
By 16
dude.
seconds.
Well, GG's to Natheirean anyway.
Yeah, that's
Nah,
wild. All 4 of those coming in within 32 seconds of each other.
That's a fantastic time for sure.
Yeah, we should have Alaszun getting that boss key here soon. Levi's just starting into Shadow. Same with Jimbo. So yeah, all of our runners are gonna be finishing, which is always a good feeling. So at this point, it's just a matter of seeing how our runners finish up. I do want to mention to everyone that we do have 2 other restreams that we're going to be doing here on the Silver Gauntlets for this for the qualifiers. The other races we're going to do is, I'm pulling them up as I talk because I was not prepared as I started speaking.
It's qualifiers 11 and 15.
Thank you. So we are going to be restreaming qualifier 11, which is going to be on Monday, November 27th at 2 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. UTC. And we are doing qualifier 15, which I am going to be restreaming on December 4th at 8 p.m. Eastern, 1 a.m. UTC. So get ready for some Monday streams, everyone. And Nightbot's even updated with it. Excellent. I do think we still need volunteers for that one. So if you are on the Silver Gauntlets Discord and you enjoy what we're doing here with our funny little jokes and our laughter and the shiny trackers lighting up, come volunteer.
Levy just got one of the worst feats of luck that can happen. You do that hover boot roll over and the moving platform just like bonks you. Oh, and
No.
Alaszun got pro hold. Wow, brutal. Yeah, you really want to aim for that left side, but even sometimes if you aim left, you can get like bonked by the thing and it sends you flying back. Has he got it? Yeah, he's got it. Oh, he's gonna die. Unfortunately, he is going to die before he gets up in the blue warp. Wait, unless is there a heart piece on Volvagia's skull here? I don't remember. If there is, he'll still die. Right? Yeah. Yeah. He may have to save quit and walk back in here to get the blue warp, but yeah. His body is dead. Nope. Goodbye. Nah, I told you, he's dead. The blue warp for Volvagia takes a moment to actually load up. He has to walk back in. Yep.
Oh, no!
Fortunately, because Volvagia is beaten, he doesn't have to beat him again. No, it doesn't matter. He walked right into the blue warp, but the blue warp takes a few seconds for it to load. So it won't actually take you up until it's finished loading into the seed. Fortunately, because he's beaten it, you know. Fortunately, because he has beaten it, he can just walk right into it, so it's not a big deal. It would have been much more punishing if he had died before he had beaten Volvagia, obviously.
Oh yeah, that would have been so disappointing.
Well, chat, are you having a good time? Have you had fun listening to my new fiasco on this stream? Are we, and how about you, Sid? You're enjoying yourself? That's fantastic. I'm glad you're having fun.
I thank you so much for coming in and being my co-coms. I think that we've only commentated together like one time before, I think that's absolutely a disappointment.
Absolutely. I've enjoyed every second of commentating with you. I will always love any commentator who will buy into to my foolishness, play alongside. Part of the goal here for me is I'm always gonna tell the silly stories and do other things. Like, yeah, you wanna give the commentary, but you're always talking about other stuff, and this is the way you do commentary. And so, and anytime anyone buys in, plays along, talks about, we'll re-reference my banana milk bit for a bit. That's fantastic. I love it.
Sometimes you just gotta take a bit and just keep it going.
Perfect. That's exactly how I feel.
I know that the rest of this tournament, I am going to be talking about banana milk.
I hope that stays. That'd be fantastic. Honestly, if I had the choice of any one bit that would stay forever in the zeitgeist, you could be like, what's your mark on Ocarina of Time Randomizer? I want it to be Doki Doki grave digging. That's the one thing I want. I want that forever. When the day comes that people call it that and it's has nothing to do with me, it's I walk into a stream randomly and someone's like, oh right, I gotta do Doki Doki. Absolutely. That's that'll be the most happy I've ever been.
I'm going to start calling it Doki Doki grave digging after this commentary. I feel like my world has been expanded.
It's a fantastic name for it. To start, Doki Doki grave digging is Dompe grave digging because the tour you go on in the graveyard is called the Heart Pounding Tour, and that's what Doki Doki means. And then also he's got a diary in his thing that makes a reference, and so it's like Doki Doki Literature Club, like you're reading his diary as well. Yeah. Oh, I see.
See, Dastar's bit is intentionally not buying into the bit.
Of course. Which I'm perfectly fine with. So Alaszun is once again on one fucking heart going into a boss.
I don't like this.
Alaszun, do you want to play Furores before you walk in there, sir? Oh wait, does Ganondorf heal you when you walk into the room? I know Ganon heals you when you walk in the room. Does Ganondorf auto heal you? You heal for Ganondorf? Right,
yes.
yeah. I knew Ganon healed you. I didn't remember if Dwarf healed you too. I honestly, if I had my choice, I would love to see a Dompe default dance, like Dompe Fortnite default dance. Sounds fantastic.
That is incredibly fun.
Just like his shovel in one hand, like claps his hands together, does like the Running Man with his friggin' shovel in his hands. Bum, bum, burn, bum, bum. Hey, look at that! Remember when I said Alaszun 230-ish? We're looking at it.
Hey!
Yeah, and Levi 235 is looking pretty likely to me as well. No, more like 238. Maybe like 232, 238, 243-ish, around there. But like, that's pretty close to what we were seeing anyway.
Yeah, Jimbo's not far behind. Only like 2 minutes.
From Levy, yeah, not that far. That's what I was saying. Like, well, actually, yeah, you're right. Maybe not 243. More like 235, 240. Yeah, honestly, 235, 240 seems like a reasonable bet.
It is incredible that we are going to be wrapping up sub 3 hours.
Yeah.
This had the potential to be way worse than it was.
Oh, absolutely it did. Had the potential to be absolutely brutal. Hi, Nath. GG's. Welcome in for our interview.
All right.
GG's. So
So
what
how'd
do
you
you
find
think?
that?
I thought the seed was good. I felt like my execution was garbage, but the seed was alright.
I don't think your execution was that bad, but
It didn't feel clean on my end. So, and my emulator's been was stuttering a lot the whole seed, which it was starting to tilt me a bit.
That's fair. What parts did you think that weren't clean? Like what parts were you looking to improve on?
I think just general movement, like, and also dying to Iron Knuckles at the climb was not the best. But
Well, I mean, sure, but
what happened there was I do like when I master sword, I usually like roll forward and stab 3 times behind them, and then roll backward to finish them off. And
right.
it did like if I down input got eaten, so I backstabbed the freaking stairs instead.
Yeah, I'll do it.
You did have an absolutely beautiful bongo fight, though.
It was clean. I was gonna say, like you had some really good execution in certain places. I was a little surprised to hear you say you thought your execution was that bad.
Yeah, I wouldn't say it was like awful, but like it's just like it's one of the things where you remember your bad things and not the good things. But yeah, I did feel a bit weird one cycling bongo and then not Ganon, but.
So what was your highlight for the seed? What part of the seed's logic or pathing or whatever did you enjoy most?
I think the biggest thing that might hold people up is like the wallet bait in Goron City.
Yeah.
You did solve that pretty quickly by going back to Child. A bunch of people did. I think the only person who delayed too much in that was Jimbo. But yeah, everyone was kind of like not too fooled by that, which is good because you could easily get fooled by the wallet path bait. Very easy to bullclash it.
Hey, for all I know, it could have actually been the hinted path item, and Hammer just
I
happened
think
to be on Hot
it may
Rodder,
have been because the other wallet was like hammerlocked or some shit. It was well out of the way, and like there was another bomb bag that was hammerlocked too, and just a lot of.
Yeah. Shoutouts to Hitstones and River and Domain. That prelude was OT.
Oh yeah.
And not Nocturne.
Yeah, your hints let you figure out where Nocturne was pretty easily, which was super helpful, I think.
Yeah. Well, I knew it was either Ice or it was on OT by the time I was going to Ice, and.
And then
at that point, I was just gonna brute force it and see what it was, and like I could do anything with AD. Like I'm missing like so much for AD that like I can't like chase it, so I might as well just see if it's Ice, which it ended up being.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, well, all you were missing for AD was Mare Shield, no, and I guess Long Shot too. But you found Long Shot in Shadow.
Yeah, I'm actually glad I didn't get punished for that. Like I should have picked it up. I forgot all about the skull above the boat. As I left the room, I'm like, oh, let's hope this is not a key.
Yeah, that would have been brutal.
What part of the seed do you think tilted you the most? Because there were a couple of things that were pretty baity in this seed.
Mhm.
Nothing really tilted me too much, I don't think. Like it felt pretty straightforward most of all. Like I never felt like having a bow and force like it made it good. Like bow is my end up being my go mode. I'm not sure, I think I might have
Right,
done like
yeah.
force later than everyone else, but like
No, actually, you were in forest during triple forest when everyone else was,
oh
except for
nice.
Jimbo, who went GGG instead. No, truthfully, everyone's Gomo was bow, and at least on restream, and everyone found their bow in forest, except again Jimbo, who found his bow in GGG.
Did anyone find a magic that was not the Vigorum one?
No, you skipped where second magic was. Hilariously, that big chest you skipped at the back of Shadow in the Gibdo room with the explosible thing right before the boat. That's magic too.
Oh, okay, so there's you had to get magic one then. That makes sense.
Of course,
Yep.
of course. No,
You can
no,
always
no.
use Shadow too.
If there's a complicated, convoluted magic in the seed, the second magic is magic block. It's always it's just the truth. It's how this game works, sadly.
Yeah, the only thing I guess that I messed up on was missing the jump slash on like for Bigoron sword early on. And I was at a weird hell total where like getting it would have taken a long time, so I decided to skip it. But like I don't know if that saved me time or cost me time. It probably breaks even roughly.
Uh, just a moment, folks. I think our overlay just went. There we are. There we are. We're back. Sorry there, Nat. Anything that you really want to sort of like talk about? Anything that like you know when you're running the scene, you're like, oh, I really want to talk to other people who ran this about this thing. Anything you really want to like ruminate on, etc., etc.
No, I mean knowing where second magic is makes me not feel like that. That was like my biggest worry was I'd miss like a different magic and like lose a lot of time because that magic is not fast to get.
No,
But,
it's not. In fact, someone on Restream died to fire timing inside DMC and got reset back to prescription.
oh.
Yes, it was nasty.
Yeah, if I practiced it more, I would have like boleroed with Goron Tunic off to do like the timer like turn in, but
Yeah.
problem is if you
That was
fail that like in like, you lose so much time because it goes all the way back
you
to
lose
description. Like
so much time. Yeah,
it's
that's exactly what
it's like
happened to
it's just
them. So yeah, it's okay
too
to
big of a
do
gamble.
corners if you're not comfortable for sure, right?
I feel like if I was playing against someone like 1v1 that I felt like I was like losing execution to, I might do it. Like if I was playing against like I don't know like a Cola or like Ryu, like maybe, but not for a qual. That's you don't need to take big risks for quals. You need to just play consistent.
I agree with that. Yeah, and we're gonna, as I said, look at that. Levy about maybe 240, Jimbo about 242, 243. Seems like we're all gonna be done even before 2 hours 45 minutes. We're all definitely done before 2 hours 45 minutes for sure. So that's a pretty good time for this.
Yeah. I will say that one early finish that got undone, that was around like 130, did scare me. I'm like, what did I miss? Like, where's the other magic? And where's the bow?
Yeah.
I'm not sure if anyone else got scared by that, but it's one of those like panic set-ins. Like, oh, did he actually finish, or is it like wrong? Because it feels very early, but like
had that happen before for sure. It's like it's on that edge of like it really shouldn't have been finishable in this amount of time, but it's like, but what if someone actually like go moded the whole thing? It's technically possible. Like
that's like someone
around
did Valley and then found like the
145.
other,
Yeah.
like found a bow and the other magic on Valley. Like,
Exactly that kind of mentality. I've had that happen before in a Qual. It's pretty spooky. Alright, and there's Jimbo finishing Dwarf. Actually, this is gonna be a lot closer. Jimbo had a really good first one cycle Dwarf there.
Yeah, Jimbo made up a lot of time. I think it's just execution. I think Jimbo made some interesting routing choices, and that's primarily what lost Jimbo as much time as he did.
I concur. Basically, we're in the cutscene 1 and cutscene 2 for Ganon. So, like, we're just one half of Ganon behind. If Levy takes a hit here or slows down, I could easily see Jimbo sniping him out, but it's not likely. There's two. Oh. Ooh, dodge that. There's three. There
And
it is.
there we go.
Yep, just one half of a Ganon fight, basically. They were in sync. It was really funny watching both Ganons fall to the ground, and then one of them get hit by Zelda's thing.
Oh wow, yeah, they're
I-
both close.
Really impressed that all 4 of our runners are basically finishing in 20 minutes of each other.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's always good to see people
Frog
not
Dog,
get held up on something.
where were the irons?
I think they might have been in Spirit. I know I was talking with Pirate after he finished, and he did a bunch of stuff in Spirit. Oh, Waterfall. Okay.
Waterfall, Piece of Heart. Wow.
Well, my bet for where a third bid was is out.
Everyone finished before 241.
There's
wild,
Jimbo.
wild. GG's to all our runners.
GG's. Yeah, that was incredible. What a great first qualifier match.
Absolutely.
I have forgotten the last couple of times to like give our shout outs, but I do just want to like shout out everyone that participated today. We had 4 amazing runners. We had Levi, Jimbo, Natheirean, and Alaszun, and it was great watching all of them. Your commentators are V and VerdantAsh, and our trackers were Sky Reyes, Simon, Shannock, and Purple. And our restreamer was the lovely, lovely Dastar. It was a great restream, Dastar. I hope not to make you have to restream ever again.
It's a lot to put yourself out there for on restream for anybody, let alone in qualifiers where so it's always a big thanks to all runners who put themselves out there and give their time and such. So
Wonderful.
your lovelies
All
would
I
say,
do
yeah.
is say lies and slander.
Oh my gosh.
But yeah, we are going to be getting Jimbo and Levi in for a quick little interview to round off this
GG's,
qualifier.
Jimbo. GG's.
GG's.
How you
Hello,
feeling
sorry.
now? No, you're good. You're all good.
How am I feeling?
How you feeling?
Really bad.
It wasn't that bad, right?
It was terrible for me.
Uh-oh.
I just didn't do the thing I was supposed to do and go first and get my bow.
Fire? Yeah. You weirdly, there was a moment where I called out that we were gonna have a quad fire because everyone was heading over to fire, and then we like 2 minutes later we looked back and you weren't in fire, and I was like, what happened? He played Bolero. He was on his way to fire, and you just changed your mind, I guess, right?
Yeah, so like the DC path like really fucked with me. For the one to Phantom Ganon, like I didn't understand that at all. Everything else was clear, and then I just completely borked the DC path. So I put off fire for a while.
You understand it now, right?
No, I just gave up because I had all my items, so I
It's
stopped thinking about it.
bomb bag locks first hook shot because the second one is in shadow and the first one is on rolling Goron's child in DC. As you know, that one's hard bomb bag locked, so you have to have bomb bag. And so it's bomb bag in DC for hook shot, for hammer for hook shot. My bad. So
Yeah.
so you get the hammer from rolling Goron from the bomb bag required, and then that hammer is required to get
Oh
your first
my
hook shot, and
god.
that's
Yeah.
Oh, I knew I was missing something key. It was bombing
Yeah.
the Goron was like the thing I was just not. It was not registering in my head for whatever reason.
as being bomb locked. Yeah, it's difficult because the adult side of that is not bomb bag locked. You can have a bow, you can have a strength. There's like all kinds of ways to get that one.
Yeah, I
But
think.
the child one is absolutely hard bomb bag locked.
Yeah. So what happened then is in my head I had strength. So I just thought the hammer was in logic with strength because I thought I got it off
Yeah.
of like Hot Rodder or something when I was thinking about it. And I was like, oh, okay. And that just like that's why I just had no direction on that hint. So I mean I lucked into the hook shot. And then I thought for the longest time that the bomb bag was actually locking the bow, which is why I
Right.
never pushed
Yeah.
forest. So if I didn't have that DC hint, I would have went forest and got that bow instead of the one in GTG. So that
That
feels
makes sense
bad.
to me.
That path never made sense
Well,
to me either because I never found it. I don't know where that path was.
Yeah, I
That's the
regret
one I was
it was
finding
a
missing.
that.
it was a weird path hint to be certain. I would say that like if the biggest mistake you made was not fully understanding a hard to understand path hint on a thing, it was just kind of wild.
I mean, yeah, it was 100% on me. Like that, I expect this to
That
be
kind of thing happens though, right?
Yeah, I mean, I expect this to be one of my drops, so I'm not really worried about it. But it was, I don't know, it was looking good until it wasn't. So I was optimistic. And then the shenanigans with the bow, and then also dying, well, not dying, but just running out of time with the trade quest trick really
Yeah.
pissed me
Oh,
off.
good. I'm glad I'm not the only one. Thank God. I'm
Yo,
so fucking mad.
You absolutely were
Our
not the only
heart
one,
went
Levi.
out to both of you on
Oh, thank
that.
God. That's a relief. I'm just
yeah,
like,
Levi.
Because Levi,
Hey, still top half.
I watched your shield flick after you did that, and my head was in my hands for you at that point. I was like, he has to feel sick. He has to feel
yeah,
absolutely sick.
yeah, because it was just like, did the trick, and then I saw the clock of like, it's like 12 seconds. I'm just like,
Mhm.
oh, I
Oh, dude.
fucked up. Oh.
I did the same exact thing. I didn't check my HP before warping and
Mm,
got halfway through DMC and was like, I'm not gonna make it.
yep. Oh, well.
Luckily, I had a safety save like set up in bottom of the well for that reason because I didn't trust myself.
I did
So
not.
oh, that
so,
sucks.
so I had to weep skip again, go get blue fire, come back out,
Oh
go to blue.
no.
No, it was like, honestly, I should have finished 15 minutes ago earlier. Like, I was, because as soon as I got,
You were
because
you were in a very good spot, by the way. So
yeah, that was less like. Well, I
like
think
that.
is, yeah, it was like one item from Go Mode and no one had finished. I'm like, okay, I like this. This is all right. And then and I just didn't touch bottom of the well, so went to bottom of the well and like, oh, it's like, oh, it's the frog. Oh shit, it's the frog. Like, let's go, let's go. but
Holy shit.
but yeah, I'm sad now. But GG's everyone, by the way.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
GG's
no.
everyone.
Look, I could say all of you played very well.
Yeah, I mean
Yeah,
I'm confident in my play, um, usually, but like I said, like that whole stupid path just completely destroyed me. Like that determined how this seed was gonna go for me because I didn't understand that path.
Where was the hindstone for that path? Do you remember where that was?
I have no idea.
I think it was Fountain because I got it really late. I think one of them might have been a Fountain.
Yeah,
Because it
Okay,
was
one
just
of
maybe it's
like,
the
them.
one fountain one I skipped.
yeah, because because I got that after I'd done DC, so I'm like, what else did I get there? And I was like, there's fire arrows like on the shelf, um, like to the right as you go in, and I'm like, it can't be really that, surely. And then I was just like, oh yeah, vanilla bomb bag. So, and then connected the dots to get the hammer, then the hook shot. So I was like, okay, there we go. So it couldn't be the strengths because the sea just gave you the strengths for nothing. So
There's strengths
Oh yeah,
everywhere.
no,
Mm.
there are strengths everywhere. One of them was actually strength locked because the bomb bag being strength locked itself. But I mean, honestly, there was 2 others that were just fully in the open, so it's
Yeah.
very hard for that to mean anything.
hmm
Maybe strength 2, right?
Yeah. But I gotta say, it was like even like because the thing is with Dungeon Skulls is that I find, and I'm sure everyone here already is aware, but it's like they really, really buff dungeons. So much so
Mhm.
to
Oh
the
yeah.
point, even if Irons turned up, I'd have done water. Screw it. There's like 5 extra checks in there. That's good. Like water becomes good in these settings, that kind of thing. So, but it was like prioritizing sort of dungeon dipping, and it was like finding the bow in forest, like just on the island. I was just like, oh, here we go. And I felt really, really good up until the messing up the big Oron trick, and then then finally getting my magic, ended up going at shadow, and then just forgetting that Dungeon Skulls was turned on. So
I did the same thing.
yeah, so I ended up like just go moding it. On that one, like going around checking all the chests and stuff like that as you do normally, and then I got to after up a bit where you have to backflip onto the chest, like hit the hookshot target, drop down, went to go through the door, and like, hey, listen, and like, no, Navi, just keys, we've had a pot hint. Oh shit, skulls! Oh no! It's just like because I completely skipped the falling spike room
Yeah.
and the
That pawn
invisible
hint's kind
spinning
of
blade room.
trash with the skull in there and Dungeon Skulls
Yeah,
on.
yeah, but I mean, thankfully, I kind of got bailed out. But I thought, but for some reason, once that penny dropped, it was the I just completely forgot that I picked up the boss key, so I ended up just going back, and I was about to save and quit on the menu, and then I just pulled it up, and there I saw the shadow boss key, and I'm like, oh, phew! So just get on with it. So, but yeah, fun seed, just some really unfortunate circumstances, to be honest. So
I think that's a pretty concise way of putting that. Yeah, fun
mm,
seed, really easy way to like get done with it fast. If you misunderstand that path and you get like led astray, it can take longer. If you
mm,
get baited away from doing well forever by doing like GTG and Spirit before you ever go well for some reason, you have a
yeah.
hard time like that.
I-
Which, by the way, there's no reason why, like with early strengths like that, and like everything else, why like if you're the only thing you're missing is magic, you don't do like possibly a world where you just do GTG and Spirit instead, and then boom, that's where you're at, right?
Yeah. Also, shout outs to completely forgetting that I had even picked up opponents until I started hiking back across the field to go to and just like I sit there and I'm like I was as you're back walking, you sit there just looking at having a think and stuff like that, catching your breath, looking at my tracker, and I'm just like, why I don't have opponents on there. I was like, what's going? I don't know. Well, like, what sound check am I missing? Hang on a minute. Checks pause menu, and then yeah, I don't need a back walk. I can just summon the horse.
That's kind of what happens in seeds where you get every song, and the only kind of logic for it is what's not left.
Now,
Anyway,
now that I've met you, Levi,
thank
that
you.
totally makes sense.
Oh, hey,
Thank you
Deathstar.
to
Indeed.
all 3 of you for coming in for an interview. We really appreciate you guys putting yourselves out there for restream. It's never easy. We're going to wrap
And
up now. I don't know if we're going to be throwing to anyone, but we want to just say thank you to everyone who came out to watch today for the first of 3 qualifiers that Silver Gauntlets are going to run. Please feel free to come back and join us on the 11th and 15th qualifiers in a few weeks from now. Thank you again to everyone who made this happen. So all of our trackers, all of our restream staff, to my fellow commentator here, Sadie, to myself for coming in last minute to do a replacement. Big
yeah, we
hero
love
jump
it.
wasn't planning to do this today. Got a ping of a emergency. We need someone to come for comms. All right, sure, I'm here. Let's go. But again, especially thank you to everyone who came out and watched. It means a lot to all of us.